I'd like to welcome you to yet another episode of the WEPS podcast. My name is Alan Sempa and I'm your host. Here with me today, we are going to be discussing strictly the Grow Loan because we know that you ladies are so interested in the Grow Loan. So we thought we should just bring someone that will answer all your questions. We've been seeing them coming in and we brought the perfect person. So with me today to discuss the Grow Loan is Paul Nuwagaba. He's going to tell us about himself and what he does, and I'll deliver your questions to him. You're welcome, Paul. Good to have you here.
Thank you, Alan, and I'm happy to be here.
I know the viewers are interested in knowing who you are, what you do for the Grow Project.
My name is Paul Nuwagaba. I am the Access to Finance Specialist on the Grow Project at Private Sector Foundation. And yes, I am the focal person for the Grow Loan.
So, being the finance specialist, you know who qualifies to get the Grow Loan. Tell us about that. Who's eligible for this money?
So the Grow Project generally targets women entrepreneurs who are making the transition from micro to small, small to medium. We've set a minimum financing need of 4 million and then an upper financing of 200 million. And when we talk about a woman entrepreneur, we are saying women who have both formal and informal businesses. What do I mean by formal? Formal is I've registered a company, a sole proprietorship, I'm part of a partnership that is registered. That's the formal part.
Registered with URSP.
With URSP. Then the informal is I am Alan, I have a shop or I have a bakery business somewhere. It's registered in my name. So if you looked at my bank account, it is in my name as Alan. If you look at my trading license, it is in my name as Alan. There is no distinction between the person and the business. So just to give comfort, because this is a question that has featured a lot in our conversations with women entrepreneurs, there is always a fear that it's about people who are in formal business. Remember that the Grow Project is even trying to help women to move from informality to
Paul, if I have had a business for the last 2, 3, 4 months, am I eligible to apply for the Grow Loan?
Usually what is comfortable within our financial ecosystem in Uganda is that someone should have had a business for at least 1 year. So 3 months may be too early to see whether the business can actually handle the different challenges that it can, or basically just sustain itself.
And what else do I need? As, let's say, collateral, any special documentation?
Okay, so the documentation, of course, also varies from institution to institution. But typically, the financial institutions in general terms will be looking for some financial records. How can I know that you have actually been doing business for 1 year? Do you have a record book? Do you have a bank statement where I can see? Do you have a mobile money statement? Are you working with maybe an investment club or a VSLA, and you have a statement that you can give? And then there are the other things, of course, that they will ask you for identification that goes with just proving who is the business and how is it linked to you. If you're going to give land, is it a land sale agreement? Is it a lease offer? Is it a land title? If you want to give security of a car, do you have a logbook? If it's a motorcycle, same thing.
Is it in your name?
Is it in your names? Even if it's a land sale agreement, which we call Vivanja.
Well, you keep talking about the banks that you're in partnership with. Can we have them by name so the viewers can know them?
Yes, so we are partnering with 6 institutions at the moment. We are working with Centenary Bank, then Finance Trust Bank, Post Bank, DFCU Bank, Stanbic Bank, and Equity Bank. But there is also a plan in the coming months to add some institutions, and we are focusing mainly on institutions that from what they call the Tier 4 sector. So those are some microfinance institutions and also some circles from different parts of the country.
Let me know if this is a myth, because it's also out there. Is this money being given to women running businesses in the central region, in Kampala, in Mukono? What do you have to say about that?
In terms of it being a focus, or that's the place where it's
concentrating?
We set it out as a demand-driven project. I mean, a demand-driven loan. So when we announced it, obviously the expectation, what we have experienced is that the people who responded first are the people mainly in urban areas. Not necessarily, much as yes, the bulk of business activity in Uganda happens in Kampala and Wakiso. And yes, we saw a lot of interest from there. And most of the loans, the early loans have gone there. But also we've seen it around the country, but also primarily around the major urban centers. But the project is making an effort now to make sure that we are reaching all through the 135 districts of the country, all the 11 cities, and we are being deliberate about it.
Before I let you go, Paul, I have a concern about how long the loan application takes.
It is actually smooth. Most of the institutions that I know or that we are working with typically will give you the loan anywhere between 2 days and 2 weeks. However, even in normal loans, the financial institutions have dependencies to other institutions. For example, if I gave my land title and the bank has to put a mortgage on it or an encumbrance on it, they have to take that land title to Ministry of Lands. If they needed to register an interest, say for example, on a logbook, they also have to register that interest with Uganda Revenue Authority. Generally, you will also find that it is anywhere between 2 days and 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. And then finally, Paul, when the women receive this money, is there some sort of support they're given throughout the court facilitating this loan?
First of all, with the financial institutions, we have an arrangement where they can offer where you need it, pre-financing support. They can prepare you, take you through some financial literacy sessions, sometimes to close the gap in terms of information and so on. There is also post-financing support. Some of the borrowers need to just be guided or monitored for a short period after they've taken the money. But one of the other things that we offer, especially to the women who are taking these loans, we have something called a grow bonus. It's a performance bonus. So if a bank gave you a loan for 1 year, a grow loan for 1 year, and you paid well up to the 6-month mark, you qualify to earn a bonus, which is a percentage of the amount that you borrow. So we are paying it as a kind of
top-up loan.
Not a top-up. We actually pay it as an incentive to the woman who has borrowed the loan. So we pay some money through the bank to reduce the amount that they still owe on their loan. And it's a bonus to say you paid well, but we are also encouraging them to pay well so that even after the project has ended, these women can continue to borrow and their records will be carried, their credibility will be carried for the rest of their life as entrepreneurs and as they work with these financial institutions. Yeah. Maybe the other thing that I needed to add as other incentives, the project, is not only about the grow loan. There are very many other services that we are offering. The essential business management skills. The project has developed a course with MOOBs, a 9-module course, which of different things, different essential business skills, which are needed in any business, irrespective of the sector. So things like customer service, record keeping, deep marketing, so different modules of that nature. They are delivered in multiple languages. They will be delivered in multiple languages around the country. And the first beneficiaries will be those who have even already benefited from the law. So,
very good, very good. I'm so glad to have you, Paul, because even for me, I have had some
things
questions
that
and
you
you've
probably
addressed
did.
them.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd like to ask you to give your closing remarks to the viewers.
Yeah, so I'd like to encourage the women entrepreneurs out there. This is a big opportunity, the Grow Project. In the time that since it was launched in January 2023, it has 2.5 years to run. There is a lot of services that the project offers. I've talked about the loan, of course. I've talked about the essential business management skills. There is also an offer which went out 2 months ago to encourage women entrepreneurs to get together through their women entrepreneurship platforms to access what we call common user manufacturing infrastructure. And we are also doing a lot of information sharing and interactions with the women entrepreneurs to discuss things like negative social norms that are holding them back from business, and also engaging with male partners to try and close especially the gaps around gender, which constrain. So I encourage the women entrepreneurs out there, please show interest in the project. Reach out to us through the district focal persons or municipality focal persons and cities. Come to our offices at GROW. There are 2 offices at Ministry of Gender and 1 at PSFU. And also you can visit the website to be able to apply and access these services.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you. So, ladies, there you have it. All the information you needed to get your grow loan has been provided. So please go to your nearest banks. You heard the banks that the project is partnering with. And I'll be interviewing some more to bring you some more information on the grow loan and on the grow project. Please stay tuned.